here are one of the biggest mistakes that people make. They make content that isn't actually what their target audience, that what they targeted, actually wants to watch. And how do you know if that's what you want to watch? Well, you ask them, right? And this is, of course, very simple. You might know, oh, how do I do that? But if you know anyone, if one person reached out to you, if you can reach out to them on Instagram, or some person, if you know someone, your ideal avatar, right? The person that wants to go to their Instagram, etc. You can literally, before making your videos, go to them and say, hey, what do you think about this video? Should I make a video about how I went from 0 to 50K followers on Instagram? Or do you want to see a content specifically about how to grow with Reels and use the ManyChat strategy to get more views on Instagram and generate more leads from your Reels, right? And get opt-ins and emails of it. Like, what's the content that you would like to see? And once you see what the people want, that's when you go and you make it, right? So it's not about what do you think it is, because a lot of people watch this and they say, oh, cool, so I don't need to get a lot of views. They go and make bad videos, which is okay. If you start, you need to keep doing it until it improves. But they go and make a video that is bad, that gets 100 views, and they don't improve it. They don't ask the people what they want to watch next, what would be more helpful. They don't listen to the audience. They don't pay attention to the market, and that's why their videos don't improve, and it doesn't resonate. And that's why you can get 100 views and you won't make any sales, right? So that's why it's so important. And here's the formula that I'm using, that we have used for a lot of clients to absolutely blow up. And that is the ARAF formula, which I call, which is R stands for research. So it is research, right? The A stands for action. And this is very, very important. So stick with me. I know that your brain wants to already click off and etc. But if you stick with this, I promise it's going to be helpful. The second thing is the action, right? So it's action. And the F is the feedback, okay? Is the feedback. And it's very simple to remember. You don't have to memorize this. I don't even memorize. It's just logic, right? RAF, research, action, and feedback. So the first thing that you do is you do research. So you go and say, okay, so Harold said that William Brown makes money. What kind of videos he makes, who he targets, what he talks about in the videos, what Niklas is doing, what Harold is doing, what Abu Abdullah is doing, what Charlie Morgan is doing. What are these people doing that are making a lot of money with not as many views, right? What they are doing. So you identify that, and then you go and do research in your niche. Are there anyone else that you know is making a lot of money? And what are they posting on YouTube? What is working well for them? So it's research. The next thing is action. So you go and actually test it out. If you make one video with this strategy, you will not become a millionaire, right? It's about making 100 videos and making it a little bit better each time. That's what it takes, right? You do action. You made a video, you do it again, and then you make more, and you make it better, and you try to make it more valuable. That's what it takes. And the third thing, which is most people miss, is feedback. Don't only look at the views. A lot of people made 50 videos, let's say, or 10 videos, or 20 videos, whatever it is, right? And they look at the videos that got the most views and say, that's it, right? Okay, I made 20 videos, 19 of them got 10 views, and one of my videos, right? One of my videos got 250 views. Right, out of your 20 videos. So most people say, oh, probably I need to go and make a video like this, more. And a lot of the time is true, but you don't only have to look at the views, but also the results that you're optimizing for, which for you might be sales, which for you might be making a few money, being financial free, making a lot of money with the right type of viewers, right? And if that's your goal, then you need to pay attention. Did you have any sales? Did you have any people that booked a call with you? Did you have any people that visit your website? And you can see which video they came from, right? Or you can just ask them, hey, what video did you watch that you came to me, etc. And then you can pay attention that, okay, if most people that reached out to you, the leads that you generated, the community members that you got for free, lead magnet, whatever it is, right? If you notice that all of them came from these free videos, ask yourself, what these free videos have in common? Again, feedback. You look at what worked best for your channel, what got you the best results, and you do more of this, right? Not only what got you the most views. For example, for Niklas, if we go to most popular, we can see that some videos on his channel got like tens of thousands of views, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that these videos got him the most amount of sales, right? But we know that, for example, this video that got 4,000 views made him more than $36,000, right? So we can do more of this, and we can see, okay, for this video, it was a presentation style video where he was sharing a lot of tactical tips for the audience to grow their Instagram business. Right? So we can now understand that if you want to improve the results, we want to do more of that. We want to have more tactical videos with actual experience that he shared, things that worked, that didn't work, not the theory, but the things that he have done, practical. He needs to do more videos with that because that already is proven to work. So that's feedback, right? So you do research, you see what already has been working well for your competitors, you actually go and implement it, you take action, and then feedback, you look at what worked best, and if you do that, you will make money. So if you want to make a few money with YouTube, The biggest thing is not to just optimize for views. You want to get as many views as possible. But the most important thing is to get the right views. So that's why you need to understand who do you want to actually attract. You cannot attract everyone in the world, right? You can't. Understand who it is. You need to pick. You can't attract every single person. Who do you want to help, right? Why they should watch your video? Who is that specific person? Because the more specific they are, when you talk to them, you will be able to relate to their problems. And even if you get few hundred views, because you go in depth, right? It's about the depth, not wide, right? Go deep, not wide. If you go deep to their problems and to their specific things, they are so much more likely to work with you. So that's why you understand who it is specifically, right? And then you understand what kind of product you are going to sell. So you make these videos to them, right? Because if you know that you are going to sell a product for, like, let's say $100 to help beginners to grow their Instagram to the first 1,000 followers, then you know what kind of videos you make. But if you want to sell a product for $5,000 and help established Instagram owners to grow their audience even more to make more money, for example, you need to make another content. Because in this case, you are going, if this is going to be your product, you are going to make a video about how to get your first 1,000 followers. The biggest mistakes beginners make. That's what content you are going to make. But in this case, you are going to say the number one reason why your Instagram business isn't growing, the 5 tips I use to scale my Instagram business. So your content will be different. And that's why you need to first understand what's going to be your product. And if you don't know, go into research, see what's worked for other people, just take inspiration from them. Only when you know what your product is, that's when you can know what videos to make that will attract the people that might be interested in your product.
Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.